Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trenopole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Joe freaking Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 660 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you trying to get it rolling, trying to get to 700 as fast as we can. Now, this show and every show, as you may or may not know, is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, this is our Bengals Ravens Fun Football Friday preview show. That's a mouthful. So I'm going to bring in my boys from Bengals Nation, Jeremy Dean and Mike Kyle. What's up? What's going on, boys?
Going on, my friend?
How's it going?
Good. I'm excited about this this Bengals Ravens game Sunday. It's going to be a very big test, I think, for Joe Burrow and this offensive line going against, in my opinion, the most talented team in the AFC North.
Very much so, man. Very much so. This is probably, if we're even going to talk, maybe even whisper about being a playoff team.
Playoffs? Did you say playoffs?
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Playoffs.
If we're going to even pray for that, this is a game we got to win.
Yes, exactly. All right, Mike, you got some updates on injuries and stuff?
Yes, I do. For the Bengals, we have Geno Atkins is back.
Woohoo! That's great.
Alexander is doubtful with a hamstring. Ross with an illness. And another great news, Logan Wilson is back.
That's good because we drafted him for this game and to take on Lamar Jackson. So show up, boy. That's the reason we drafted you. All right. Now the Bengals are the first team in the NFL this season with a 300 plus passing game and a 200 plus rushing game. That was last week. Now the Bengals have scored at least 23 points in their last 5 games. When they do that, they win a lot. So 23 is the magic number. Another magic number is get the ball to Joe Mixon. When Joe Mixon carries the ball 20 or more times a game, the Bengals are 8-5, and he has 100 yards in 9 of those games. So those are 2 huge keys. We got to build on what we did last week, and a big thing was getting Joe Mixon going. I mean, he's the best player on our team right now. I mean, all around. Joe freaking Burrow, he might be the best. But as far as other than Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon's our best player. I mean, he get him out of the backfield, get him going. I mean, that's the first time I think he's ever scored 3 touchdowns and one of them, 2 of them rushing and one of them receiving.
Yeah, and we're going against, if the Ravens have anything going for them, it's literally their run defense. You look at a running defense that's only allowed 390 yards this year. That's pretty damn stout. That's tough. That's a tough running defense, run stopping defense.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to put it out there on the line. The O line's gonna have to block. They're gonna have to keep Burrow clean, and that's really the key for me to this game is the running game. We're going to put our big boys up against their big boys, and we're going to see what happens.
Right, exactly. All right. Sorry, guys.
And also with – sorry, Jeff.
No, go ahead, Mike.
Also, Joe Mixon was the FedEx Ground Player of the Week, too, last week. So saying that, it's going to be a tough battle between the run defense and Joe Mixon, but I think Joe Mixon might have the top edge of it.
Yeah. Now I got some more stuff about Joe Joe Burrow and the offense. Now, Joe freaking Burrow is the first rookie we all know in NFL history to pass for 3 consecutive 300 games. Now, if he does it again this week, he'll be the second one in Bengals history to do it. That's awesome. Yeah. That's you're getting into elite air right there. You know, Burrow has completed 116 passes. That's second most in the NFL by any QB in the first 4 games. I mean, these are outstanding numbers. And if you couple that with what Joe Mixon did last week, as long as the offensive line holds it together, we have got a shot. I'm not saying we're going to win, and I'm not very confident about it, but I think we got a shot.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, man. You know, Burrow is still a young man, but going back after watching some of that tape, he took some serious hits still, even last week with the good game that we played. We had a good running game going. We had a good, our line played well, but he's still taking too many hits when he throws the ball. And we're literally we went from about 2.4 seconds, I think, to about 2.8 second average now, which, hey, we'll take any percentage we can get. But, people brought up Andrew Luck and that kind of thing. And I'll be honest, I am a tad bit worried about that. You can only take so many hits. It doesn't matter how old you are. You get your butt flung down on the field that many times, your head's hitting the pavement pretty much. Right. It's going to be a good game. We just got to keep him clean. We got to start keeping him clean through the whole year. Yeah.
Now, one thing we were talking about this actually before the show, like our pre-show fist fight here, that Jeremy brought that up, and I noticed, and it just might be me, but it seemed like Joe got hit a lot less in that second half than he did the first half, and I think it showed, because that's when the Bengals, the second half, something happened. Zach Taylor changed something. He did something. I can't figure out what it is other than got the offensive line to block better. And he didn't go away from Joe Mixon. That's, to me, a big key for every game we play. You can't go away from Joe Mixon. You got to keep him. You got to keep him in the offense.
Yeah.
Bengals beat the Ravens this week. I hope so.
It's going to be tight. If we can take them down to the wire, here's a little tidbit I just wanted to bring to you guys here today. But the Bengals are 6-6 this year on 4th down conversions. I have a feeling that may be a stat to watch for in this game. It could be. I hope. I actually don't hope that, but you get what I'm saying. We're playing against the Ravens.
Right.
So if we need that, it's been there 6 out of 6 times. I don't see us expiring that now, especially with Joe freaking Burrow, as you would say, my friend.
Yeah, you got to get his name right. Now, one thing I talked about in yesterday's show, and I got a lot of comments on it, pretty much did the whole show on, was Carlos Dunlap being not benched, but he's just not starting. And I'm okay with them doing that. I'm not okay with the way Zach did it. Zach, you're the head coach of men, all right? You got to be a man. Call him into your office and say, look, Carlos, I know you've been here longer than I have, which he has. He's been here, I think, 10 years? Is that what you said, Jeremy?
Well, he's on his 11th now, yeah.
11 year. You're 11-year veteran. 11-year veteran, Pro Bowl player, leader in the locker room, leader on the team. You don't put it up on a board and let him know that way that he's not starting, So, but there is a reason for that. And I agree with the reason. I don't agree with why or how he did it, because Carl Lawson right now has 3.5 sacks this season. Is tied for second most in the AFC. Lawson is on pace to shatter his 8.5 sack season of 2017. So that's the reason that Zach is making this move. But you got to talk to the guy. He did this last year with Andy Dalton, and I think it was Andy Dalton's birthday.
Yeah, he's kind of got a record for this. I don't know what you guys think out there, but I'm completely with Jeff on this one. Like I said, Dunlap's been here for 11 freaking years. He's literally started just about every game. I mean, every game that he's a part of, he's played first down, second down, third down. Mm-hmm. If they were going to try to take down some reps, it should have been much better than how it was put forward. And this is what I was telling Mike. How does it help our locker room before one of the biggest games of the season, one of the hardest games of the season? Really, this is our toughest game of the year. How does it help the locker room to have an unhappy Dunlap, an 11-year veteran? How does that help our locker room and our young guys? It doesn't. So a little upset with Zach on that one, but it is what it is, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. I got a question here, Jonah. One huge hit on Lamar Sunday, and he's out indefinitely. We'll find out. We will definitely find out. Hey, we got the legendary City Boy. Wait, you didn't say fire the coach, City Boy. That's got to be your first thing. Yeah. You got to say fire the coach. You can't. I got to take that off. No, you got to put fire the coach up first, and then you can ask the question. Okay.
If you're going to be on this show, you need to do it right, City Boy. Come on. Exactly.
All right, William. I don't think Dunlap should have talked about it to the media either. Yeah, that it was kind of childish. I agree with you there. I mean, both sides, I don't think handled it very well. Andy Dalton talked about it last year, but he found out about it from the media. That's why Andy talked about it last year. So yeah, Dunlap probably shouldn't have brought that up. I understand his feelings are hurt. He's irritated by it, but you just gotta, if you really look at the reason that they're doing it, I think it's going to help Carlos out in the long run. Less hits on his body, less reps. I think it's going to be good. All right, Nick, there you go, City Boy. Hang on a second here, guys. All right. There, that's better. Okay. City Boy said fire the coach. All right, now let's go back to his actual question he asked before. All right. I have a bold prediction. Joe, I don't know who the hell Joe Burrow is, but we call him Joe freaking Burrow on here. Is going to throw 5 touchdowns over 375 yards.
Woo!
Really? All right. Somebody mark the tape. City Boy has a bold prediction. Mark the tape. Thank you.
That
sounds cool to me. I have no idea why you think that, but that works for me. I mean, he's had 300 in the past couple weeks, and like I said, he could. But the Ravens, like I said, are, in my opinion, are the most talented team in our division. They're not playing that good right now, so who knows?
I do have a comment on the Dunlap comment, though.
Go ahead, Mike.
He will be playing, just to let people know, but he's only going to be doing it on third downs. Now, that is not a bad idea, If it's a third down one or whatever the down is, he will be out there to stop the run or stop the pass, whatever. So just to give people heads up on that.
Yeah. That's what I was just saying. The less reps going on third down, that'll help him out in his career and help him out in the long run. Now, you got something, Jeremy? Or I got some more.
No, go ahead, man. I was just going to say that that's exactly right. It's going to be better for Dunlap, but everybody just kind of threw this situation into the damn moon, and it got a little out of hand for a young tean like we are.
Like I said, hopefully they had conversation. Hopefully they smoothed it out. We'll see.
Yep.
But this is an interesting thing about the turnovers. The team that won the turnover battle between the Bengals and the Ravens are 32-5. So winning the turnover battle is huge. Now, this is an interesting thing too. But when the Bengals had the turnover margin even versus the Ravens, the Bengals are leading 7-4 in that. So we either gotta win the turnover battle or we have to at least be even with it. And I think we're gonna have a very good chance of being competitive in this game.
No doubt. It's as simple as this. The Ravens offense, they've rushed for 643 yards this year, which is killer. A lot of that is coming from Lamar Jackson scooting out of the pocket, doing his thing, running around. That's going to happen. We're going to have to give those are givens. He's going to get 5 yards. He's going to get 10 yards. It is what it is. but they only have 723 yards passing. So if our defense can just step up a little bit, they only have 723 yards passing. So if they can step up just a little bit, I can see us taking this. I can see the game going in our direction. I really can.
Yeah. All right, we got a question here.
Oh yeah,
Hilo. I think it's his name. Hey, Mike, get your dog to quiet, buddy. We can hear him. Is that your dog? Yes, I agree.
Sorry about that, guys.
Shaking the locker room up. Shaking the locker room up all year. Not for the better, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not.
Mike. All here's a dog barking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Not with this young team. It's not needed right now. Let's see, Johnny. What's up, man?
Yeah. Let's see here. Is our front line ready for the Ravens? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, I don't know if we're gonna find out Sunday. I mean, I'm not. That's where I'm not too confident that we're going to win this game because we've only had 1 week where our offensive line was at least competitive. This Joe Burrow, like you said, still got hit too much. So we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we can pray for is some consistency. If we can build off the last game, put it into this game, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't know what offensive line is going to show up each and every week. Like last year, one week they play okay, or the next week they don't. So we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Wait and see. Jeremy, your admirer is back.
All right. What's up, baby? How you doing? Let's go to a game.
You are so hot, Jeremy.
We are going to a game, girl.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So I want to get this out of the way early this week because we forgot to do it a couple of times, but Zeke of the week. And if you guys are new to the show, every week I do Zeke of the week. It's something that irritates you, something I was stupid. When I was a kid, we're like, man, instead of saying you're dumb or that's stupid, anyway, Zeke. So anyway, my Zeke of the week, and we've talked about it already on the show, is Zach Taylor. I mean, not sitting down with Carlos Dunlap and having a conversation, being a man, saying, dude, this is the direction we're going to go. Step up, and that's just something as a head coach of an NFL football team, or if you're a CEO or you're a boss or anything, you should have a face-to-face conversation with your employees or people you work with, So Zach Taylor, for that move, you are my Zeke of the week. What do you guys got?
Go ahead, Mike.
I got Drew Sample touchdown. That should have been a touchdown, but
if he catches the ball, it is.
He should have kept the ball above his head,
right? Not
even brought it down, and everything would have been fine. But he didn't do that, and he is my Zeke of the week.
There you go.
That's what, on top of that, just to add a little bit more to that, that's what kind of we were talking about. That's one touchdown, and then there was another one with really a cheesy holding call, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That was 2 touchdowns taken away from Burrow, and I didn't agree with it. Didn't agree with it very much. Mine, guys, I don't know if you guys know this name, Kevin Warren. Have you guys heard of Kevin Warren? Anybody? Anybody out there? I'm sure somebody. Nobody? Nobody. Nope. Okay. Kevin Warren, guys, he is the commissioner of Big Ten football. He is my Zeke of the past 4 weeks. Okay. I haven't been on here much, but this guy, okay, he has caused me to sit here and watch you, okay, talk about the freaking Bearcats, okay, the Bearcats. We're sitting here talking about the Bearcats and why the Buckeyes shouldn't be rated against the Bearcats. Where were the Bearcats, guys? I just have one question for you, both of you. This goes to both of you guys. I've heard the show. I've heard you, Jeff. I've heard you, Mike. I've heard you guys, blah, 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 blah. Where were you guys last year when we were in the playoffs?
We're playing in some stupid bowl down in Mobile, Alabama.
Waste management. That's what.
Something like that. Yeah. But I have a question though. Like last week, the Bearcats they played a good game against South Florida, and they pretty much beat them. But that game that Ohio State played last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, I mean, those games were unbelievable, and I cannot believe that they are not ranked higher because of all the games that they played this year. So I'm just that's where if I was an Ohio State fan, I'd be very upset that you are not ranked at least number 1 or number 2 because how you guys have been dominating this season that we're playing
Ain't lost the
right
game.
now.
Ain't lost the game, baby.
Ain't lost the game. Haven't played the game yet.
We're undefeated, baby.
So
if you all keep playing like that, Jeremy, you'll end up in the humanitarian bowl.
Yeah. See, that's my whole argument. People are like, oh, well, it's Ohio State and they're a bigger school. I got that. And they're like, oh, it's preseason poll.
Right.
The season already started. We are going to play 5 or 4 games before you guys even play 1. So, yeah, go get your helmet, please. You can put that on so you don't hurt yourself. So, my thing is, how can you rank? What are you ranking them on? That's it. Serious question. If they're what are you ranking them on? Not that what they do this year. Anything? Have they done anything? Hello? Have they done anything? Huh?
Who's got the Heisman Trophy candidate for quarterback?
He's gonna win a Heisman Trophy and only playing 8 games this year?
Oh, definitely, easily. Who's got Trey Sermon, Master Teague in the backfield? Big boys. I'm not talking about. Oh, we played South Central, whatever. South Central Florida, okay. State A&M, whatever, okay.
Right.
Uh-huh. Okay. When we go undefeated this year, you will see us again in that 4-game playoffs.
With only playing 8 games.
This time, we will not throw an interception at the end of the game to win it. Our guy will not break his route thinking that he was going one way and go the other. This year, we'll be in the top 2 playing for the championship.
I could have swore John Ross played with Ohio State.
No, never.
All right, we got some questions here. Let's see here. Jackson, if you're going to start Dunlap, don't start Green. If you're not going to start Dunlap, don't start Green and play Tate. Is a good young developing player. T. Higgins, Joe freaking Burrow are going to be the future. Yeah, and the funny thing is everybody's down on AJ Green, which I agree he hasn't been the AJ of old. But if you look at the stats, he's second in receiving. So, I mean, he's doing something. He's like I said, he's not AJ, but he is doing something. So, I mean, I agree. Maybe you should start Tate, but it doesn't really matter. Just it matters who gets in there and makes plays, to be honest,
Well, and just real quick, if with us benching Ross, actually Tate is making the starting lineup. He made it last week, and he's going to make it again this week. So Tate will be in there. He may not be starting over AJ, but AJ still got. I mean, we're only 4 games in here, guys. We still got a lot of playing to do. There's a lot left, a lot of football left, and we got to get healthy and do this thing, man. Let's step up. It's time to step it up.
And you all have to realize too that AJ Green's been a Raven killer too the last few years. With Dalton. So, just because Green hasn't done nothing this year yet doesn't mean he won't start this week. So, I see him doing pretty good this year.
And Gitlow, will Gino go on Sunday? Yes. As far as we know, Gino is going Sunday. Now, this is all subject to change. It's not official until, like an hour or 2 before game. So, all right. Question for Facebook. Do you guys think the Bengals need to try to get Earl Campbell? Him and Bates be great together. Earl Campbell? You mean the running back Earl Campbell?
Yeah, I don't.
He's a bit old. I don't know. I don't think
maybe that's somebody else.
Yeah, maybe who?
Maybe Earl Thomas.
The safety. I think maybe he's talking about the safety from Earl Thomas. Maybe that's who he meant.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. which I think the Ravens are releasing. But dude, I honestly, Earl Thomas, dude, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole right now. There's something wrong with that dude. It's kind of like oh geez, what's the wide receiver that was with the Squealers that went nuts? I can't think of his name.
Oh, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, it's kind of like him. I wouldn't touch him either. Those guys are getting, which I mean, you get hit in the head enough times, something might not be right up there. All I'm saying. So.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
All right.
You know, one thing I did want to put across to everybody, just real quick here too.
What's up?
We've had a great year running the ball. I mean, we're at 443 yards. They're at 643, but that's with a running quarterback, somebody that looks to run every play. We've got to keep an eye on Lamar Jackson. Keep him in the pocket. Make him throw the ball.
Yes.
I got the 3 keys of the game just real quick, guys. And it's pretty much what you said. You know, let me find it here real quick.
Mike's 3 keys.
The first key of the game is, like you said, Jeremy, you got to keep Lamar in the pocket. You know, if you let him get out, he can tear that defense up. The second key of the game is defense needs to force turnovers to keep the offense off the field. And that's pretty much what I just kind of added on my third key of the game, keep the offensive, the Ravens offense on the sideline. So that's my 3 keys of the game.
Exactly. What's up, Matthew? What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
What's up, homie?
Let's see here. I got that one. I get a lot of questions here, guys. I'm trying to get them up, and
you're good.
Let's see here. Jackson. Yeah, you're right. He's a Raven killer. So I was wrong about that. All right. Well, I mean, maybe not. Hopefully he's a Raven killer this year. We'll see. We will find out. Hold on a second. I got over here. What is this? I think we are a little hard on Ross. He was leading receiver in 4 games in 2019. Yeah, I mean, he just hasn't. That was 4 games, and he hasn't really done anything since then. That's my biggest thing. But I got a good tidbit here from Dave Lapham. Mr. Bengal is what I like calling him. Now he said this, and that's a good sign, I think, going into going to be the hardest game of the season for us this year. But this has been the best week of practice all season they had. Now, another thing they said, the only way you're going to stack wins together is stack great practices together. He said, not good practices, great practices. You practice great, it shows up on Sundays. So those are, I think, some pretty big things that, you practice how you want to play. So if you're getting some good practices in, it could show up, and I will say this about the offensive line. This could be the first time that we had all 5 guys in back-to-back weeks. So I do think that's going to be another thing that will help them. I think, offensive line, obviously they got to be good and they got to have cohesion. And I've said that before in shows. So I think that's another good thing that's coming up.
Well, and what's a good segue from that is speaking about John Ross, to go back to his question or his comment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's consistency.
Yes.
One simple word. And that's where our O-line needs to be, and that's where John Ross needs to be. More consistent. And John Ross has played those 4 good games. I watched him. I was very happy. I was thinking that we had something there.
Right. Yeah, but, exactly.
Yeah. And then he falls off the face of the earth.
Right. That's
kind of like our offensive line right now. Just no consistency. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's kind of where I am.
Well, that's where I'm saying I'm hoping the consistency part. That's what I'm talking about. We had the first time where we have all 5 guys in the lineup. So, and Mike has talked about all the injuries we have. The one thing we haven't had is injuries on the offensive line, knock on wood. But so right now, that is consistency. Now, one thing I think the Bengals, I know they're working on, they've been trying to do, is get the deep pass. Now, I thought this is interesting. The Bengals have only had one pass longer than 20 yards. Now, Joe freaking Burrow, he's, like I said, only completed one of those. And he's 1 for 22 and passes longer than 20 yards. Now, that has a lot to do with I think the offensive line giving him time. But, I mean, I will say this in last week's game. They tried it, like, right off the bat against A.J. Green. And I said that. I talked to guys at work about this, and it looked to me, and I don't know why he was running to the sideline, instead of running straight. Like Mike, you said it on Monday show. You're like, go, go, go. And he went, whoop. So, those are things that, if you're going to go deep, you got to give him a shot. And get to John Ross. I think the first game of the season, this is what drives me nuts about him. They went deep to him. He had a touchdown. It was in his hands. If he's fast as he's supposed to be, run a little faster, dive. And I don't think Ross gives full effort to make contested catches. And that really wasn't a contested catch. It might have been a little bit out, but it was still right there. He could at least tried. He just kind of stuck his arms out. No, okay, I can't get it. So,
I agree with Jeremy as far as, being consistent, Everybody has to be on the same page to get to the playoffs or to the Super Bowl. Everybody has to be on the same page, And if you're not on the same page, it only takes that one person to be not on the same page, and that will screw it up for everybody. So my thing is, Jeremy and Jeff said you have to be consistent on as far as being John Ross.
Right. All right, Matthew, not a Ross fan. No room for errors. Seems like for everyone he does well, he does something stupid. Yeah, exactly. He'll do something good. You're like, oh, yeah, maybe he did. It's going to work. No. Let's see. And the Ravens D line is strong but slow. I have a feeling that may play a factor in the run game. Hey, maybe. I mean, our run game took off last week, and we need to do that every week. All right, Jackson. Is there trade deadlines in the NFL? Because go for division rivals on each team. This would be a good trade. Tate and Hubbard for Juju, trade Mixon for Chubb. Heck no.
What? Jackson, bro. Come on, man.
No. And they don't make trades like that in the NFL. But in the division, there ain't no way anybody's trading anybody inside the division. Why would you want to trade? I don't want Juju. I don't even know Juju's proven he's a number one pick or number one receiver.
And plus, Chubb's hurt for Cleveland.
I mean, Mixon just got FedEx Player of the Week now.
We're never getting rid of Mixon.
No, we're just saying
Hubbard and Tate. That might be something at the end of the year we look at. But man, no, nothing now. Nothing like that right now.
Love you, Jackson. You're always commenting on the show. You usually do good, but I'm not trying to blow you up. But no, I would not do that.
Well, if nobody heard, Chubb is hurt too. He's going to be out for a while. So having that trade, I don't think even if he was healthy, Zach would not make that trade.
No. Well, I wouldn't be Zach. It would be
one thing that Mike actually brought up, me not actually being up there in Cincinnati right now, and getting a lot of inside. Alabama. Yep, that's right. All right. It is going to be pouring down rain. Right now, it's coming up through us, and it's by Sunday. It's going to be up in the territory of Maryland. So, in the rain, they're going to run the ball a lot. Lamar Jackson is going to run the ball a lot. Like I said earlier in the show, it's really going to come down to us keeping him in that pocket, making him throw that wet ball. Stopping their run.
Lost two.
And, I mean, that's really it. I mean, that is the key to staying in this game. I'm not talking about blowing these guys out. I'm talking about staying in the game. Right. If we can keep him in the pocket and make him do things that he's not so great at. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's only passed for 723 yards this year, okay? Mm-hmm. Burrow has passed that in 2 games, 2.5 games, okay? Right. So if we can make him do that and make them be one-dimensional, we are going to take this game if we can do that.
And the thing is, to add on to that is, Lamar Jackson has missed 2 days of practice already with a knee injury or leg injury or something. So he might not be 100%. He might not be able to run like he's used to and like he's done in the past. So that could be a good thing too moving forward for the Bengals here. All right, Matthew, I hope that Dunlap plays with some fire. I kind of like this. We still have Carlos, Gino, Reeder, Hubbard, fresh Dunlap, fresh passing, Dunlap on third down. Yeah, that's where I think it's going to be a good thing for Carlos to move him there. We have a good team. We have to be patient. Yeah, and the thing is, there's a lot of good stuff happening with the Bengals. A lot of good young guys coming up, that are making play.
And we think about it, and we've got Trey Waynes. We gave this guy $70 million, something in that area. He's gone for the year. Yeah. We're talking about another shutdown corner that we've got sitting on the bench right now watching the games.
Right.
You add another piece or two to this defense in another year through the draft, through free agency, however you want to do it. Right. But if you add a couple more pieces to that defense, we try to stay at least somewhat healthy with Logan Wilson, these rookies, Gaither, and just all these guys. Even Kareem played pretty good last week when he was in there. Just a young buck. But we had a couple more pieces on that, couple more pieces on the offensive line. Do a few little, maybe let Ross go eventually. I see that happening. Add somebody else. I can only see it going up, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be, rah Bengals fan, but we're not that far away. We're really not.
We're not.
It's off. If you get that offensive line, I keep saying you get that offensive line, dude, it's going to make a big difference. All right, Facebook user AJ lost a step because he can't get separation. Do you think so? Yeah, I think it's speed. You don't have it's speed, agility, but that's where I said that in the very first deep ball that they did last week. He didn't have the speed to get, because he beat the guy. He was in front of him, he just didn't have the speed to get past him, to try to make that catch.
That's where I'm at on AJ. I have a feeling that he is dinged up. I have a feeling something is not completely healed, because in 1 year, you don't change like that. I mean, I understand he is in his 30s now. Trust me. Yeah. I mean, I get cramps putting on a tight T-shirt, okay? But
right.
I'm just saying. So, he is into his 30s. But at the end of the day, we've got to get that separation, just like you were talking about, man.
Right. And I do. Gillo here says we don't have a deep threat without Ross. Right. Ross is our best shot at a deep threat. But he can't get open. He can't catch the ball,
Well, I kind of disagree with that too. When we're talking about Tate over 6 feet, we're talking about AJ over 6 feet. I don't care if those guys, even Boyd over 6 feet. We're talking about 6'2", 6'3", all the way up to 6'4", 6'5". Right. T. Higgins, same way, right in that area. Joe Burrow is the master. Yeah, he is the master of throwing the back shoulder deep ball. That's what he did at LSU. I watched him personally a lot. I hated it, to be honest with you, until he come to Cincinnati. I've noticed we have went to that play a few times.
Because Ohio State let him go. Ohio State thought he messed up and let him go.
Yeah, we kept Justin Fields, number 3 for.
I think I would have Joe freaking Burrow. Anyway, go ahead.
Was he 2 or 3 for the Heisman? I don't know. Anyway,
I think Burrow won the Heisman. Go ahead.
Here we go again. Like I said earlier, we're all going to find out why the Buckeyes are going to be in the top 5, top 4, and they'll be in the top 2 by the end of the year. Just wait till October the 24th, my friends. I believe I had that right. Yeah. I forgot where I was at. He done screwed me up. I'm sick of it. I'm going to sit back and listen to this guy now.
Oh, all right. Our secondary is ranked in the top 10 this year, which is awesome. Yeah. That's great. That's one of the reasons I signed all the free agents. Bob K, what's going on, man?
For sure.
The 3 of you guys could honestly pass of as brothers. You look alike to me. Oh my God. Please don't ever say that, Bob.
How can you put me in with this guy? Come on.
Yeah. I know I'm much prettier than he is.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. The guy can't take a compliment. I was being honest.
Oh, okay, here. Adam, I think AJ is okay and will be okay. I think we need to play Ross for more explosion. I don't know. I mean, they've tried. He hasn't done anything. So, I mean, he might play this week. I have no idea. Well, actually, no, he's sick right now, right? Then what Mike said, he's sick.
Yeah, he's going to be out most likely, but it's consistency with Ross. Just like I said, it's simple. If he could be more consistent.
I wish Ross would be the guy we expected him to be. And I'll tell you this. I mean, if he gets traded to Kansas City or he picks up, or a free agent signs to Kansas City, they're going to figure it out and he's going to do better. I don't know why I have a feeling of that, but that's just what I think. And it's going to tick me off, but I really do think that's what'll happen.
Obviously, Marvin Lewis's offense wasn't exactly built for him. And I guess Zach Taylor's isn't either. Coming from the Rams, I was hoping that we were going to use Ross in different situations, on different routes and quick screens. It just hasn't happened this year. I don't know. Like I said, go back to consistency. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it hasn't been there this year for Ross. I know Joe's looking for him. I know Joe's looking for AJ. I know he will be again Sunday without no Ross, but AJ. And we're just going to have to see how it goes and play it 1 week at a time. But I love Ross. I mean, I loved his speed at Washington. I loved what he did. I loved the pick. But there's just a few little things that just aren't there right now with Ross.
Right. Bob K. All right. Matthew, I don't think that we're getting the respect we deserve from the media this week at all. We have done is improve each week, which I kind of agree with him, because me and Mike were talking about this on the pre-show fist fight thing, that Hubbard, or wait, no, not Hubbard. What the quarterback for San Diego? What is his name?
For San Diego, Herbert.
Herbert. Yes, not San Diego. Yeah. Right. He made like the all rookie team or something like that this week. And Mike's back. He can maybe speak on that a little more. But that was the thing. He's getting, it seems like, more praise this week for winning or losing, and he's only played 2 games. And Joe Burrow has 3 consecutive 300-yard passing. So yeah, I don't think we're getting the respect, and that's fine. This is where this game is. You go out and you take that respect. You take it from them.
That's very true, man. We've literally. If we could win this game, we don't have to worry about the media treating us disrespectful anymore. If we can prove that we can beat somebody more than Jacksonville, the media will start respecting us. Right now, we've only beat Jacksonville.
Right. So we got to kind of be a little bit, we got to be patient. Matthew, I believe that this game is going to be closer than people think. Why not us, Jeremy? We don't live in Cleveland, by the way. Love your poem from last week.
Appreciate it, bro. I wrote that for you, man.
Gladlow, what are you trying to say here, buddy? Hold on. We gave AJ 4 and no result. I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm getting a lot of we're getting a lot of questions here. So
it's all right, bring them on.
Yeah, well, I can't figure out what are you talking about. I feel like we can beat the Ravens. We are being overlooked by I already did that one. Sorry. Yeah. Let's see here. What's this one? Let me scroll down here. All right, here we go. If you guys look Erickson and see what he do, you don't think Ross can do that better? I know he looks lost out there most of the times, but he can do something. Oh yeah, the punt return, kick return. Sure, I've actually said that. That why don't they try to get him to do that with his speed and agility? Yeah, I agree with you. They should try it. I don't know why they haven't, but yeah, that would be a good thing. Try it. Get some confidence. Get it going.
And that's what I was talking about. I was hoping, and that's what I was mainly getting at. Was that Adam's question, something like that? An Adam?
Yeah, Adam.
Okay. Yeah. Adam, Austin. Okay. Yeah, man. That's what I was getting at. There is so much more that I believe he can be doing rather than sitting on the bench. This week he's sick, but still, punt returns, kick returns, quick slants, put him in for special plays, even just some special plays.
I mean, I don't see them sitting him all year. I think he's too athletic, too talented. There's too much there that they're just going to sit him on the bench and not try him this year. So I do think he will get another shot, but he is not feeling good right now. So that's a good thing. Burrow didn't have Burrow didn't have time to throw in the first 2 games. It affected the deep threats. Yeah. And that's where hopefully the 5, like I said, the 5 guys coming back again this week will hopefully give him more time to try to throw that ball. And like Lapham and the great Jeff Hobson we're talking about, that it's also kind of on Burrow too. He's got to try to get the passes there, It's not and the wide receivers got to make contested passes. They got to, or contested catches. They got to try to make these things. Like I said, the 2 that I've talked about last week with AJ, he kind of gave up on it. And then the first week with Ross, they got to try to, if they want the freaking ball, you got to go get it, sometimes. And neither one of those guys actually went after it, that I could see from, my couch over there.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I said, Burrow is the master at back shoulder passes. I mean, they're there. How many times have we had the ball? He's threw it 20, 25 yards down the field, end zone, even touchdowns. That's been taken away from us this year by stupid penalties or crazy calls, or the ball just tipping off of T. Higgins' hands. Last week, a couple times it happened to a couple guys. We just haven't gotten in that rhythm yet. But once it comes, oh, brother, brother, I promise you, you're going to see a lot of it.
Exactly. Hey, Mike, somebody noticed your haircut.
Mike.
Yeah.
Why'd you shave it, bro?
I got him on my.
Angela shaved it for me.
Is it
maybe it'll bring some luck for the Bengals this week?
Is that what it was? I figured it was something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Looking so purty now. All right. Do you guys think Alex Redmond is the answer at right guard position as of right now? Yes. Right now? Yes. Future? No. No. Right now, yeah. And if he sucks this week, then he's not. But right this second, you're asking me this question, yes, he's the answer, but not the future.
Now that I've got Mike on here, just to clear up the whole Redmond situation.
Yeah.
When we signed Redmond, Mike, what did I tell you?
That he would be playing once he got called back up.
They said he was going to be signed to the practice squad, but I knew he was going to make his way back. Cincinnati can't let anybody go. They got to reel him back in, boys. Reel me back in. Got to be different.
All right, Adam. Gino is back, and do you guys agree with Dunlap talking about the media benching him, talking to the media about benching him? We kind of talked about that at the beginning of the show. I think it's crappy the way Zach Taylor, didn't have a conversation with Carlos about it. And he found out, who knows, he might have found out right before the media came in. I don't know the time frame, but I know he found out, it was written on the board, if they wasn't starting. So no, I don't think Carlos should have talked to the media about it. I think either way, the grown ass men, go talk to each other. That's what should have happened. They should have talked to each other and then come out. And, it starts with Zach. Zach should have said something to Carlos. And then Carlos should have, said, I got something. I got to talk to coach about it or whatever. Try to keep it in-house as much as you can is what I think. Because you just don't need that stuff getting out in the media. And then media members ask other teammates, what do you think about this? And it's, it could blow up and snowball. I don't think it has. I mean, I don't know. But so far it seemed like it's not been a big deal. But Hopefully,
like when you talk about them, they're two men. They're about the same age, literally. So, it wasn't a good, but at the end of the day, you're a coach, so you should have done it better. Most likely Dunlap wouldn't have been happy about it anyway, and he would have probably said something anyway, but he didn't go too far with it. He didn't crash the team. He didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're going to say something in the media about it, I think he did a good job about it, and he kind of squashed it. It is what it is. He's not happy, which of course he's not gonna be happy. Why wouldn't he? I wouldn't be happy if I were him.
No, not after 11 years.
Right. Exactly. All right. Get low here. Hold on a second. Get low. Defense coordinator should have spoken to. Yeah. Defense coordinator. Somebody should have spoken to him and said, "Hey, this is the direction we are going. Just to give you a heads up." Yada yada yada. All right. Facebook user. I don't know if you guys talked about this before. I just got on the show. Did Lamar Jackson practice today? Mike, I think you are the injury guy. Do you know that?
Yeah, he was in pads today. He was suited up. He did practice and looked like he's a go for Sunday. So
yeah, well, he's a go, but he also missed 2 days of practice. So the Lamar Jackson running, spinning might not be there. It might, be a little more controlled. Hopefully, Jeremy's giving me that look.
If I know anything about the Ravens, I mean, the guy could have a bruise on his elbow. Okay, they'll pull him out of practice. They'll make Cincinnati think he isn't going to play. 2 days ago, Mike, we talked about this. He's not missing this game. There ain't nothing wrong with that boy. And when we beat him on Sunday, there's no excuses. None.
Exactly. That's what I want. I want to beat him. I want to beat him so bad. I mean, I wish I had a name that, how he's called the Squealers. I have a name that I call the Ravens, but I don't want to say it on here. So it's not very kosher. I try to be a little nicer. So I can't say what I call them when I'm, not on here. But I
like Jeremy.
Go ahead.
Well, like Jeremy said yesterday when I was at work, he said, "Hey, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best." And exactly. I totally agree with that 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want them at 110%. I want the whole team. I want everybody to be healthy. I wish we were healthy, but yeah, I want to play the best.
All right, Matthew, I agree with you, Jeremy. I think the ball needs to bounce our way a little bit with that luck crap. Karma has to come back around for Randy's kick, Samuel's touchdown, AJ's game-winning touchdown, etc. Yeah, exactly.
Many more. Yep. It's insane the amount of touchdowns that we've left on the field this year.
Right. And the thing is, it's not because we couldn't make the play.
Yeah,
we should have made the play. We gotta take it away from us. One of the two.
Every time.
Naden, the Ravens have 11 people in their injury report, including Marcus Peters, Jimmy Smith, Mark Andrew, all Yep.
Yeah, a lot of their players are hurt. So, that's.
There you go. That's the name I can say. Ratbirds. I like that. I'm
going
that Facebook user. Ratbirds. Freaking Ratbirds and the Squealers. There you go.
That's what they are, man.
I want to beat the Ratbirds so bad. Especially after dude, I really, it would be so awesome if Logan Wilson, he's playing in this game, and we drafted him for this game. Lamar Jackson comes out, runs around, tries to do his spin move, and boom! Logan Wilson just freaking drilled him. I'm like, yeah!
Ball goes.
Oh, there with the ball. What happened?
That's right. Yep. If it's going to be raining, that's what we need to do. We need to have him keeping an eye. Well, somebody, either a safety, Wilson, who's a very fast linebacker, especially being a rookie. He's pretty smart, too. He takes really good lanes. We need to have somebody keeping an eye on Jackson at all times for the run. It's going to come down to keeping him in the pocket or letting him run around on us. If we let him run around on us, we're going to lose the game. It's that simple.
Yeah, you got to have a spy on him. Adam, I think we can handle this game if we all got confidence that we could beat this team. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, dude, if we do win this game, it could change this season. I mean, seriously, if we can beat Baltimore, it could really, like Adam said, give them the confidence. It could change what's going on. Because, I mean, we're only won one game. We're not out of it because the Steelers missed the game, because of the COVID-19. And so that game, it could factor in at the end of the year, being a big deal or not. So we can make it up pretty quick. Because, I mean, I think, well, I can't remember what year. It's Andy Dalton's second or third year. We basically had to go win 5 games in a row. And once we did that, we made the playoffs, won the division, and then went and lost in the first round. But, I mean, it's happened before. So I'm not saying it's going to, but I'm always the, hope guy. Like, we could do this. But it could. That's realistically, it could happen.
Well, also with the Ravens game this weekend too, like I told Jeremy too last night, you can't go by the names on the shirts or what color they're wearing or whatever. You got to go out and do your job. If you do your job, you keep Lamar in the pocket and the defense gets turnovers for you, you need to score off them. If you do that, your chances are really good. So, who dey?
And one big key, very big key that I want Bengals fans to realize this, if you're watching Thursday Night Football, Joe Burrow needs to make sure that he knows what down it is. Because I don't know if you guys, did you see Alzheimer's kick in on Tom Brady? And
Tom Brady.
he forgot what down it was. Wait, 4th, 3rd, 2nd? What?
Mom?
Hey, Coach, what down?
All right, I'll get to the Facebook groups that most of us help run on this show here. We got Bearcats Country, Reds Country, and Cyclones Country. And I ask you guys to follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those. I will be putting this up on the podcast later on tonight. So if you're checking it out, give us a 5-star review. Like I said, YouTubers, we're doing awesome. We're at 660 subscribers. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys are watching on Bengals Nation and you haven't subscribed to my show yet, do me a favor, jump on over to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. You just got to get an account. It's all free. Just subscribe, share, tell all your friends about me. And other than that, Jeremy, would you mind doing the honors to ending our show, please, sir?
Well, Jeff, to be honest with you, I wasn't going to do this today.
What? No? Why not?
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it today, but I got to thinking, if we win Sunday, I will have another poem for every one of you guys and all of you out there in Bengal land. There will be a new poem, not an old one.
Well, that's good because it'd be the Ravens.
But until noon on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern, noon my time.
Down there in Alabama.
In Alabama, from Lake Gunnersville, Alabama. I'm reminding all of you.
Yes, sir.
That you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Who dey?
Exactly. Who dey?
Who dey?
Sports, baby. See ya.